Hi everyone, I'm Daniela, and today we're making my Nonna's cracker cake. It's a cool, refreshing, lasagna-style cake that uses a crème diplomat sandwich between saltine crackers. This is one of my all-time favorites, and I guarantee you're gonna love it. Let's get into the recipe. You'll find a list of ingredients and measurements in the description below. Add 6 egg yolks into a heavy bottom pot. To this, add 174 grams, 2/3 of a cup of sugar, 45 grams, 4.5 tablespoons of corn flour or cornstarch, and a pinch of salt. Give this a good whisk until the egg yolks are a soft pale yellow color and it's completely combined and smooth. Next, we're adding in 710 milliliters, 3 cups of milk. I'm using whole milk because it gives the best texture to your crème pâtissière. You'll want to add a small amount of milk and whisk it through so that it's nice and smooth before adding the rest of your milk in. Turn your burner onto medium heat and whisk regularly so that nothing sticks to the bottom. We want this to come up to just below a boil. You'll start to see bubbles forming under the surface of the liquid. Once it gets to this burbling stage, like this, let it cook for another minute and stir constantly. Remove it from the heat. I like to strain my crème pâtissière through a mesh sieve. This is optional but recommended as it gives the most silky smooth texture to your crème pâtissière. While it's still hot, mix in 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. If all you have on hand is salted, just omit the salt from the recipe earlier on. Stir this until all of the butter has melted into your crème pâte. Now divide your crème pâtissière into 2 bowls. To your first bowl, add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You could also use vanilla bean paste. If you want to use an actual vanilla bean, I'd recommend steeping it in the milk before adding it to the eggs. To our chocolate version, we're adding in 87 grams, half a cup of dark chocolate that's been chopped. I'd recommend chopping it a little bit finer than mine is. Now stir this together until the chocolate completely melts into the crème pâtissière. While they're still warm, you'll want to cover your crème pâte with some cling film, making sure that the cling film sits directly on the top of your pudding. This helps prevent it from a pudding skin. And if you don't like using cling film, you can use parchment paper that's lined with just a little bit of butter. Now set these in the fridge for a couple of hours to cool. If you don't want to make your own crème pâtissière, you can use your favorite box-style pudding. You're looking for one that makes 2 cups, and rather than using the full 2 cups of liquid that it asks for, use a 1.5 cups. You want your pudding to be nice and thick. This is what you'll need to make cracker cake. Reserve a few tablespoons of both your vanilla and chocolate crème pâtissière. Whether you're using your own homemade crème pâtissière or a box mix, you want to turn this into a crème diplomat. And all that means is we're going to fold in some whipped cream. In a large bowl, add 950 milliliters or 4 cups of double or heavy whipping cream. You'll want to whip this until it's light and fluffy, but be careful not to overwhip. Divide your whipped cream in half into 2 bowls. Add your cooled crème pâtissière to your bowls and gently fold them together. Once you have no more white bits and it's a consistent color all the way through, set it aside. This is no longer a crème pâtissière, it is now a crème diplomat. I'm using a 9x11 glass rectangular pan with high sides, but any rectangular pan will do. Spread your reserved vanilla crème pâtissière all over the bottom of your pan. This helps the crackers start to soften, and it also makes it nice and easy to pull your cake out like greasing the pan. Now layer your crackers all across the bottom of the pan in one even layer. You'll want to make sure to use a crisp salted cracker. The salt helps balance the sweetness in the cake. You might need to break or cut a few crackers here, but don't worry if you have a few scraggly bits. They're all going to sort of meld together like a piece of cake. Sprinkle on a spoonful of orange juice all over your crackers, just a light drizzle. My Nonna used to sprinkle orange juice over her crackers to seep in and allow them to get a little bit soft. But if you don't like orange juice or you can't have them, you can use a little bit of milk. Layer 1/3 of your vanilla crème diplomat all over your first layer of crackers, spreading it evenly to each edge. Then go in with another layer of your crackers. Sprinkle with some more orange juice, and on goes half of our chocolate crème diplomat. Once your chocolate layer is evenly spread across, add another layer of your crackers, another sprinkling of orange juice, and another third of your vanilla crème diplomat. You're going to continue this until you have 5 layers in total, 3 vanilla and 2 chocolate, ending with vanilla on the top. I'm using the reserved chocolate pudding to decorate the top of my cracker cake. I've done a few straight lines all the way across, and then I'm using a skewer to create these beautiful little chevron patterns. But you can decorate it however you like. My Nonna was always known to write happy birthday for whomever's birthday it was. You'll want to cover your pan, making sure that your cling film or cover doesn't touch the top of the cake. My Nonna used to use those little tables that you'd get in the pizza boxes to make sure that it didn't touch the top. Pop this into the fridge for at least 8 hours, but ideally 24 hours. This gives the crackers an opportunity to soak up all of that liquid and become beautiful and soft and delicious. You'll never know there are actually crackers in this cake. All that's left to do is slice yourself a piece and enjoy.
If you've got leftover crackers, why not make my Christmas crack? It's perfect for all seasons. And if you're a fan of layered desserts, why not try my homemade tiramisu? If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button because I come out with new videos every week. See you in the next video.